So the 2023 Formula One season just wrapped up with some secret testing in Abu Dhabi. Even though it wasn't on TV, this event was a big deal for all the racing teams. One thing that stood out was Russell's crash in turn 6 during the test. But why is this test so important, and what's the buzz about how Mercedes handled it? So let's dive into the video to find out why this seemingly not-so-famous test carries immense value for the teams. After the regular season ends, F1 teams have postseason testing every year. They do this to check how well their cars perform before they finish the whole season. The test happens all day, split into morning and afternoon sessions. Many don't notice it since it's not on TV, but it's a big deal for several reasons. During the test, there was a noteworthy moment. Russell crashed in turn 6. Now, crashes are not uncommon, but this one caught some attention. Why? Because it's a chance for young drivers to show what they've got. This is when F1 teams figure out if a driver could be the next big thing. Drivers like Oscar Piastri, Nick DeJack, Duan Teo, Logan Sargent, Felipe Duvic, and others got their shot in previous years. The secret testing is like a talent show for drivers. Teams observe young talents to see if they have the potential to become future superstars. It's not just about driving fast, it's about showcasing that spark, something special that makes a driver stand out. This is crucial for teams planning their lineups for the upcoming seasons. Another interesting aspect is when a driver switches teams during the season. This secret test helps teams understand how well these drivers adapt to new colors, team uniforms. It's like a sneak peek into how a player might perform in a different jersey. Mercedes' mystery move in F1 postseason testing. So after the 2023 Formula One season wrapped up, something special happened in Abu Dhabi. It's like a get-to-know session for teams and drivers, especially for the new ones. This time, even the experienced drivers like Russell made some unexpected moves during the testing. This is not just a routine thing, it's a bit more exciting than that. In this special testing, teams must let a young driver get behind the wheel with at least 2 Grand Prix starts. It's a chance for these rookies to show what they've got, just like Gasly and Alonso did last year. Not all drivers have to join, but most of them do. Now, here's the scoop. Russell had a bit of a hiccup during the test. He crashed into turn 6, the same spot where Perez and Norris had a bumpy encounter during a race. The car suffered some damage, especially the front right tire, which looked wrecked. Reports say it might be because of overheating brakes. But what got people talking was how Mercedes handled the situation. They covered the entire car. Why? Well, it seems they didn't want rival teams speaking too closely. It's like they wanted to keep their moves a secret. Even though the testing is for the 2023 season, teams can use it to experiment in the future, looking ahead to 2024. Here's the interesting part. Mercedes might be thinking ahead to the 2024 season. Even though they can't change aerodynamic settings until 2026, some teams might try new things during this test. Mercedes might have something up their sleeves, a revolutionary move to level up their game and compete better in 2024. It's known that Mercedes wants to catch up with Red Bull. The Abu Dhabi postseason test could be their first step. They're not afraid to try new things, and covering the car might be the beginning of their ambitious plans for the upcoming seasons. It's a sneaky move, but only time will tell if it pays off. Exciting times in the F1 world. Despite the excitement, things didn't go as planned for Mercedes. Russell's tough run continued during the Abu Dhabi testing. Russell admitted earlier that he let the team down a few times in the 2023 season, which only saw 2 podium finishes. The gap Mercedes needs to close is huge, and they face some challenges. New testing rules for the 2024 season. Mercedes might face a tricky situation, but there's a twist in testing rules for the upcoming 2024 season. Teams can no longer hide their new parts. They must show them publicly and explain the changes. However, this rule doesn't apply to off-season testing. With aerodynamic rules staying the same until 2026, Mercedes likely used this opportunity to test some 2024 parts on their current car. The testing day had its share of delays and complications. The session got off to a rocky start with a 25-minute delay. Why? There was a lack of a medical helicopter, causing uncertainty among teams. The teams were told to start when they heard the helicopter, highlighting the confusion around the importance of this test. On top of that, there was a water leak near the W Hotel, leading to another red flag. Rookie challenges in Abu Dhabi's postseason testing. The Abu Dhabi postseason testing was a bit of a headache for the drivers. Haas's official X profile shared the challenges faced during the day. The drivers were already upset because they had to deal with various issues before the test concluded. Unlike what many in the F1 world may think, the drivers see this as more than just a routine test. Imagine being a young driver eager to prove your F1 skills to the world. The postseason test in Abu Dhabi became a stage for many rookie drivers to showcase their talent. However, they faced interruptions like the delay due to the medical helicopter and a water leak on the track. These interruptions frustrated the drivers who wanted to maximize this valuable opportunity. For many rookie drivers, this postseason test is likely their first and maybe only chance to shine. With just one spot open for the 2024 season, Logan Sargent's spot, drivers like Federico Vesti gave their all to prove they deserve a spot in F1. Despite the challenges, Vesti performed exceptionally well. Looking at the results, Vesti finished third overall in the entire day of testing. This performance was better than many experienced drivers on the field. Despite the setbacks, the rookie drivers showcased their potential and determination to be considered legitimate F1 candidates in the future. Rookie rivalries and team struggles. The spotlight was on Logan Sargent during the Abu Dhabi postseason test. His performance is being closely watched by the Mercedes protege, ready to pounce on any slip-up. Beating Perez by driving 11 laps fewer is a feather in the Sargent's cap. This test has brought both challenges and opportunities for his future in F1. Federico Vesti, another contender eyeing Sargent's spot, showcased an impressive performance. Finishing third overall, he drove less but made a strong impact. This puts him in a good position, and under the right circumstances, he could be the next Liam Lawson. This test has undeniably improved the outlook for his F1 career. While some drivers shone, others faced disappointment. Alexander Albon, finishing last and being outperformed by rookies like Franco Colapinto, had a tough day. Colapinto, driving for the first time, managed to outshine experienced drivers. Albon's struggle raises questions about his stability and consistency, and this test didn't work in his favor. Esteban Ocon emerged as the star of the day, securing the fastest time after driving 110 laps. This rookie performance speaks volumes, showing that new faces can significantly impact. Patricio Ward, another rookie, followed closely behind. This test was an opportunity to address weaknesses for teams dealing with consistency issues. Teams like Mercedes and Alpine faced challenges during the test. Stability and consistency became evident issues for Mercedes. Russell's limited driving time in the W14 could hurt them in the long run. On the other hand, Alpine struggled with their car's weaknesses. Teams are now faced with addressing these challenges before the next season. F1 teams gear up for winter break plans. As the F1 season heads into the winter break, Alpine focuses on understanding their car's struggles. Team principal Cyril Abiteboul stressed the importance of the postseason test, especially on tracks where they face challenges. He explained, "On a track where we struggled that much, there is much for us to understand. The test provides a crucial opportunity to determine what went wrong and improve for the next season." For Mercedes, the postseason test reflects a season of ups and downs. Despite securing the second spot in the Constructor Championship, the team acknowledges the need for improvement. Toto Wolff, the team principal, recognizes the challenges ahead, stating, "Catching up with Red Bull is going to be against all odds, like climbing Mount Everest." However, he emphasizes that it's not impossible, and the team is ready to take on the challenge. The decision to cover the car during testing raises questions. Wolff's statement hints at a hidden meaning behind this move. With technical changes affecting Mercedes in recent months, the team is eager to see if they've found more performance, especially in the aerodynamics department. Wolff teased, "The W5 will have a different airflow." The covered car symbolizes the mysteries and innovations Mercedes explores to stay competitive. As teams enter the winter break, thoughts are already on the challenges ahead. Abiteboul shared his anticipation, thinking about the testing time when it's almost dark and planning strategies. The winter break becomes a crucial period for teams like Alpine and Mercedes to analyze, strategize, and improve before the next season begins. So what do you think of the huge things happening at the postseason tests of Formula One? Comment below and subscribe for more.